Hi, my name is Stefan from Red Slacklines. This is my dining room and I'd like to talk a bit about the safety of soft shackles. Most of you guys might have seen a video from Ryan that appeared yesterday on Slack chat, and I'd like to publish some of my concerns about the methods that were proposed in this video. And I'd like to show you why I'm a bit concerned about this and why I believe that the techniques shown there are, in my opinion, not really safe, and why we should think about doing better. The first problem that I have with the video is this so-called French method from Slackenoff that Florent Berthet proposed to Ryan, and it mostly depends on one soft shackle connecting the two ends of webbing. And regarding this point, I'd like to show you how easy it is for a soft shackle to come undone when it's not completely under load. If I have this soft shackle here, this is a soft shackle made from 3mm Dyneema, but the same applies to any other rope you make soft shackles from, so it applies to 6mm Dyneema, of course, too. If this soft shackle is not under constant load and you shake it, you can easily pull up this noose. You can open it up just by shaking, and you can get the soft shackle completely undone. There's no way to avoid this, as when this soft shackle is not under load and you shake it, it shakes, and this knot goes out of this noose and this connection completely fails. So some people might say, no, yeah, how likely is this to happen? How likely is it to happen that this soft shackle gets that shaking, that the knot comes out of the noose? Well, we all know these stainless steel quick links, and I think none of us could ever have imagined that this screwing part of a quick link could ever come undone just by shaking in the wind on a slack line, open completely up. You have to wind this thread, I think maybe 10 times up to really get this open, to open this up and fuck it up. I think no one in our community could have imagined a case like this before it happened. And nowadays we know this happens regularly. That's why we really wrench them down hard. We just don't close them only with our fingers, but we take a wrench and really wrench them down and tape them afterwards to make sure this doesn't happen. And if we compare this to the ease of opening of a soft shackle, I think the danger of an accidental opening of a soft shackle is a lot higher, because you need a lot less shaking for this to become undone. Then there is this second method that was, I think, suggested by Jerry in 2017, maybe 2018, to put this noose below the knot and over the knot and pull it tight afterwards. And it's the same for this method. If the shackle is not under constant tension, you can easily shake it, and you can see here the noose opens up, and with a little bit of luck you can completely have this knot soft shackle undone. So that's why I truly believe that we as a community should think a bit more about safety concerns with these otherwise really beautiful pieces of gear. But I truly believe that they are not the right option for us to connect multiple pieces of long, loose highlines that don't see much tension in it. And I even harder believe that it's a really bad idea to connect completely loose backup webbings with a soft shackle. We have not found any solution to really lock these pieces yet. And I think before we even think about using these pieces for connecting backup pieces in highlines, we should be absolutely sure that we have a method that really works to lock them. Then I would like to talk about another issue that I saw in this video. It's about cow hitching a piece of Dyneema to the sewn loop of the backup webbing. This is how a cow hitch looks like. You have these two pieces of rope and you just pull them tight and they are connected and are tight. A cow hitch is usually used in rope work, so you can connect two end pieces of rope, and it's widely known that in Dyneema, when you use Dyneema pieces of similar or equal size, you have a strength loss of about 15% in a cow hitch. So if you have a 3-ton piece of rope, you lose about 15%, so you have maybe 2.5 tons of strength left after you tie this hitch inside this rope. This 15% rule only applies if the two ropes that you attach to each other have a similar or same diameter. So if you have a difference in the diameter of the pieces of rope that you attach to each other, to demonstrate this, I used a really big span set and a really small 5mm piece of cord. What you can see here is I have a cow hitch again, and if you pull this tight, you see another effect. You see that the smaller rope squeezes the bigger rope and therefore really reduces the strength of the bigger part a lot higher than if you use two similar pieces of diameter of cord. It's known that this reduces the strength at about 15%, and it's known that this reduces the strength of the bigger piece of about 30 to 35%. So if we connect pieces of 6mm Dyneema to a sewn loop of some webbing, we should really be aware of that this connection will decrease the strength of the sewn loop of the webbing at about 30 to 35%. I think we should think about these issues that I've shown you today. I think it might be possible to find good solutions for this, but I truly believe we should not post videos about this and say, hey, this appears safe to me and we can use this from now on, if we have no idea how to really secure these things, and if we have not done any tests about this yet to make absolutely sure that nobody is even in the tiniest bit able to fuck this up. I hope you like this message. Keep the balance.